Good afternoon guys and welcome back to the channel and welcome back to some more driver testing for MID Handicap Dave.
How are you doing?
We have got the Paradigm standard driver here set for a little bit of fade bias which we're going to talk over now. We've also got it set at 11.5 degrees for the man, the myth, unfortunately the Leeds fan, Mr. Dave Harrison.
Yeah.
So we've now got the Paradigm standard driver. You'll have seen on yesterday's video we was testing the Paradigm X. It has now gone into the driver that is the best for Dave. So far, numbers wise, total was better, dispersion was better, and Dave just felt a little bit more confident over that driver than the Triple Diamond. Again, a lot of comments for people saying, okay, yeah, he shouldn't be using the Triple Diamond, and that, it performed well, but that might be something that Dave thinks about when he's out there. Someone goes, oh, why have you got that one and not the other one? Confidence is massive with driving, so we want something that Dave's comfortable over.
And the miss was consistent as well, you know, it took out completely the right side. I know that there were a couple of bad ones that went quite far left,
Probably
but
20
it wasn't,
yards left,
wasn't as off target as the Triple Diamond was.
No, probably 20 to 30 yards left was the most, so that's going to be in the rough. And that's why today with this driver, obviously we've got the movable weights at the back, which I will put on the screen now. You can see we can have it fade and draw bias. For Dave to eliminate some of the left shots, the ones that go 30 yards left, I have put this into the fade setting. So we're going to hit a couple of shots first of all and see what that does for Dave's ball flight, if it helps or not. And we're also going to see, this head is a little bit smaller, so we're going to see if this is more comfortable for Dave. But most importantly, we want to see how it performs. Will it be the two previous drivers? Will it be the leader in the clubhouse before we get out on the golf course to test these all? And before we try the Mizuno next week.
Yeah.
So, Dave, take us away. 5 shots again. So instantly the fade bias has still got it going left. So 89 miles an hour, this will be on screen now guys. 177 total carry, carry even, total 224. So a misstruck shot, but that is 35 to 40 yards left. So that is potentially at Garforth out of bounds.
Yep, never see it again.
Never to be seen again. That is one Kirkland gone.
In the farm shop.
So, second shot, Dave. Straight up the middle, a great flight in fact. Head size, Dave, how does it look down at the ball?
As I said before, on its own, I can't really tell any difference to either of the other Paradigm heads. I think if you had them side by side, then you might see some, but I'm not.
So much closer this head to the Triple Diamond, so very similar, a little bit smaller than the Paradigm X. Numbers are on the screen now guys, you'll see 190 yards carry there, 230 total, again straight up the middle. So good numbers there, out of the middle, Dave?
Yeah, it certainly was.
So out of the middle, but interestingly enough there, not as far, nearly 20 yards less carry and 10 yards less total than the Paradigm X. Again, up the middle, much lower ball flight, so it is landing a little bit shorter. 90 miles an hour club head speed, give or take, 89. And numbers are on screen now. There we go, 197 yards carry, 231 total. So like I say again, still down on the carry, still down on the total. And that was a good strike, Dave?
Yeah, but two pretty consistent strikes and
and that's it.
Consistent results. 2
consistent strikes, 2 consistent results, very close to each other. So Dave, when he does hit the same space, the same place even, on the driver, which is a rarity.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
It has gone similar. So Dave would know his distances there, but it is a little bit down on what we'd like to see. Okay, so 2 more shots, Dave. So 4th one up now. Let's have a look.
Oh God.
So a little bit high on the face, but up the middle. Again, that was more pilot error than the driver.
It always is, Chris.
It always is. 89 miles an hour club head speed. 187 yards carry, 212 total. So from a miss strike, still up the middle, Dave.
Yeah.
As you'll see on the screen, club path was good. Face to path was good. It was just a little bit on the high side of the face. So, final one then, Dave.
No idea.
Me neither, Dave. Oh, well, it was that good. We didn't see it because it went up the middle. It's
Wow.
rarity that we look there. So, guys,
Wasn't expecting it middle, you see.
no. So on the screen now, guys, you can see 89 club head speed. We've got 202 total and a nice, it's probably a little bit low there with the flights, and it's ran out to 239 yards. So very close to the longest Paradigm up the middle there. So 3 fantastic drives, well, in there, 2 again misstruck. So it'd be interesting now to see the averages on the screen and how that compares
Be
to
interested
the
to
Paradigm.
see exactly where the dispersion is on 5 compared to the other one.
Yeah, so we're going to get that on the screen now. We're going to start to show you that. Okay, so you can see that on the screen now, guys. You can see the dispersion. So we've got 4 very close up the middle. Not much dispersion at all, all within 10 yards, which realistically, from right to left, is better than the Paradigm X.
It certainly is.
We've got 1 miss to the left.
Yeah,
Again,
but
that's more
me.
pilot error. That's not the driver. And if we look at the totals in regards to obviously all of those shots, you can see there's only 1.5 yards, 1.5 yards in that, so not a lot at all. So we've got to think there, guys, when you go for a fit-in, the left one, which was Dave, not the driver, might be taken out of there. So then Dave's average would probably be a little bit better because the dispersion would be more in the centres. Yeah. So we've got to get out on the golf course now, test all 3 of these drivers and start to see which one is the most consistent for hitting fairways. So the 3 drivers we've tested from the Paradigm range have been a 229 total, a 228 total and a 227.5 total. So it all comes down to dispersion, it all comes down to what looks the best on the golf course for Dave and which gives him the most confidence. We've got the right shaft, we know that's correct for him, it's nice and light. So again, with this driver here, the normal standard Paradigm, because we've got that movable weight on the back, we've put that in fade bias. Is that the reason why we've hit them a lot more centred? You'll see with the Paradigm X, we didn't have the ability to obviously go draw or fade bias, and as a result, we did still get Dave closing the face down. His misses has always been left. It's not as left as it used to be, but when we switch that weight around, you can see that the dispersion has gone a lot closer to the middle, other than extreme.
Much more consistent.
Yeah.
So out of the 3, out of the studio, you definitely go for this. Just on pure consistency.
On dispersion, exactly. And if we're going on centre line, which I would recommend for the majority of when you go for a fit-in, getting that extra yard or even 5 yards is not really going to help you realistically get your handicap down. However, if we're hitting them much closer to the centre, we've got a much better chance of getting a reasonable lie, of then being able to reach the green in 2, because we're going to have a better chance of getting a good strike.
And you're not hitting out at trees.
And we're not hitting out at the trees, or even the rough. The rough's going to have an effect of how close. We know with tour averages, if you're coming out of the rough or the fairway, you're less likely to be closer to the hole. So you're going to put yourself in more trouble. So guys, very interesting there. Hopefully next week, well, on Thursday next week, we'll be out on the golf course. We will be testing all 3 of these drivers. And then we're also going to be looking at some ball testing later in next week. So we're going to get out there and we want to put to a test the old myth of everyone buys Pro V1s because they think they will make you better. Okay, but we want to show with Dave's club head speed, the average golfer, how is that going to affect? We're going to take TrackMan out there, we're going to hit some balls into the green and start to see, right, what are the spin rates, which would actually be more benefit? Would Dave be better off having a ball that launches a little bit higher and lands a bit softer, because he doesn't get as much spin as somebody who's playing on tour, for example? If that's the result, we could save Dave 20, 30 pounds a dozen on golf balls, and we all know Dave likes to save money.
Love a bargain.
So guys, thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. Comment below, what drivers are you looking for? Have you been fitted? What was you fitted for? And we'll see you again later in the week.
See you soon.